Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Hilman Madudin. In this moment, I want to share about English language learning and the development of English learning in Indonesia. Introduction to English language learning. English as a global language. English is the most widely spoken language in the world. It serves as a bridge for international communication in fields like business, education, science, and technology. Then, importance of English in education. English is a key subject in school and universities worldwide. Proficiency in English opens doors to global academic opportunities, such as scholarship and international collaboration. English in Indonesia. English is taught as a foreign language in Indonesian school. It plays a significant role in preparing students for global competition. Finish. The demand for English skill is growing due to globalization and digital transformation. Okay. Then, why is English important in Indonesia? Nah, enriching global communication. English is the primary language of international communication. It help it helps Indonesians connect with people from the different countries, fostering cultural exchange and understanding. Nah, boosting economic opportunities. English proficiency is essential for careers in tourism, hospitality, hospitality and international trade. Many multinational companies require employees to have strong English skills. Then, supporting national development. English skills contribute to Indonesia's competitiveness in the global market. It helps the country attract foreign investment and participate in international collaboration. Then, access to global knowledge. English is the language of science, technology, and academia. Proficiency in English allow Indonesians to access global research, online course, and educational resource. Then, historical overview of English education in Indonesia. First, in colonial era, Dutch and British influence. English was introduced during the colonial period, primarily for administrative and trade purposes. Limited access to English education, mostly for elites and colonial officials. Then, post-independent period, 1945 until 1960s. English began to be taught as a foreign language in school, focus on grammar and translation method, with limit emphasis on communication skills. Then, in New Order era, in 1966 until 1998, English became a compulsory subject in secondary school, increased emphasis on English for national development and modernization. Then, in Reformasi era, at 1998 until now, in present, English education expanded to primary school, shift toward communicative and student-centered teaching method, integration of technology and online learning platform. Okay. Then English learning in Indonesian today. Nah, English in the national curriculum. English is a compulsory subject for elementary to high school, focus on developing four key skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Urban versus rural divide. In urban areas, better access to qualified teachers, modern facilities, and technology. Then in rural areas is limited resource, fewer qualified teacher, and lower exposure to English. Nah, role of private institution. Private language course, track, example AFLIA, play a significant role in enhancing English proficiency, offer specialized program for student, professional, and job seeker. Impact of technology, online learning platform. Nah, example Duolingo, Ruangguru are becoming popular. Social media and YouTube provide informal opportunities for English practice. Then challenge, challenge unequal access to quality English education, lack of emphasis on practical communication skill in some schools. And then teaching method for English in Indonesia. Traditional method, grammar translation method, focus on memorizing grammar rules and translating text. Teacher-centered approach, like limited student interaction and practical usage. Okay. Then in modern approach, communicative language teaching, CLT, emphasis real life communication and interaction, task-based learning. Student complete tasks using English, promoting practical skill. Then use of technology, digital tools, example apps, video, and online platform make learning interactive and engaging. Virtual classroom and e-learning platform provide access to global research. Then interactive techniques, uh, role playing, group discussion, and presentation encourage active participation. Games and storytelling make learning fun and effective for younger students. That challenges faced in English education in Indonesia. Lack of qualified teacher. Many English teachers lack advanced training or certification in teaching English as a foreign language. Rural areas often often face a shortage and skilled English teacher. Limited resource and infrastructure. School in remote areas may lack textbooks, audiovisual, and aid or internet access. Yeah. Overcrowded classroom make personalized learning difficult. Low exposure to English, limited opportunities for students to practice English outside the classroom, minimal interaction with native English speakers or English speaking environment. Curriculum gaps, overemphasis on grammar and exam rather than practical communication skills, limited time allocated from for English classes in some schools. economic barriers. Students from low-income families may not afford private tutoring or learning resources. Inequality in access to quality English education between urban and rural areas. Opportunities to enhance English learning in Indonesia. Teacher training programs provide professional development workshop and certification for English teachers, encourage collaboration with international institutions for advanced training. Integration of technology expand access to digital tools such as language learning apps, online course, and virtual classroom. Use multimedia research, example videos, podcasts, and interactive games to make learning engaging. Community and school partnership. Create English speaking sing. Create English speaking clubs or communities to practice conversational skills. Partner with local organizations to provide free or affordable English classes. Then curriculum reform. Shift focus from exam-oriented learning to practical communication skill. Increase the number of English class hall and incorporate real life scenarios. Then government and private sector support. Increase funding for English education in rural and underserved areas. Encourage private companies to sponsor English program to or provide scholarship. Promoting English in daily life. Encourage the use of English in media, entertainment, and public space. Organize events like English debates, storytelling competition, and cultural exchanges. Conclusion. Recap of key points. English is a vital language for global communication, education, and economic opportunities. Indonesia has made significant progress in English education, but still faces challenges like unequal access and resource limitation. Importance of continuous improvement. Addressing challenges through teacher training, technology integration, and curriculum reform is essential. Collaboration between the government, private sector, and communities can drive positive change. And then, English proficiency is not just a skill, but a gateway to global opportunities and national development. Together, we can build a brighter future for Indonesia through improved English education. Thanks. Okay, maybe enough from me. I say sorry if I have many mistakes in this moment. And the last, I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.